Hey guys, John Richards here. In this video, we're going to talk about I am doing intermittent fasting but not losing any weight. I'm sure maybe a lot of you have been there, so hopefully this video will help you. Hey, before I get started, I want to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell notification on the side so you get notified of any future videos. Intermittent fasting, it's an eating plan, it's a way of eating. And you can lose weight, lots of weight, by doing intermittent fasting. Now, I've done it wrong for a long time, so I'm going to share with you what's happened to me and what I've changed and what may happen to you and what you could change to help yourself. The biggest thing that I've seen with me in intermittent fasting is not being consistent. I'll go 3-4 days and really be consistent and, maybe a 16-8 or an 18-6, and that's the hours. So I'm fasting for 16 hours, and then I'm eating for 8, or I'm fasting for 18 hours and I'm eating for 6. But the problem is I probably get some weight loss off the 3-4 days, but then I take a day and I go way off the deep end. You don't want to do that. Yeah, you can have yourself a free day. Don't make it more than a free day. I mean, what I do is sometimes I'll take Saturday, and then it ends up being Sunday, then Monday, and then I go back to intermittent fasting to try to catch up. So I'm always catching up. So you got to be consistent. And another thing, like if you say you're going to fast for 16 hours or 18 hours, you got to know what breaks the fast. And this is a big one for me, is, I didn't realize that pre-workout breaks a fast. So I use pre-workout before I go work out, and I'm breaking my fast, way prior to when I actually wanted to break my fast. A stick of gum will break your fast. BCAAs will break your fast. Another thing I realized, I was taking my creatine at the wrong time. And then CBD oil. Some of you probably do CBD oil. That'll break your fast. If you're serious about intermittent fasting, there's intermittent fasting, then there's, restricted eating, or, where you just eat so many calories per day, or, maybe you're saying you're fasting, but you're not really fasting. So know what's going to break your fast. So what I do now, and I just started it this week because I've been making a lot of mistakes with fasting, is, I just do nothing but coffee and water. And, so what I do is I start fasting at 7 o'clock at night, and then I break my fast at 11 o'clock the next day. So when I break my fast, I break it with a protein drink. And then about 2 hours later, I eat my first meal, and then I, eat another meal at 6, and then I go ahead and do another protein drink at 6:30, and sometimes I'll do a snack in between. But I know it's scripted. I know exactly what I'm going to do. So don't go into it and say, okay, now I got 8 hours, man, get down, I'm going to eat a bunch. You can't do that. Not if you're wanting to lose weight. So if you're not losing weight from intermittent fasting, you got to have some kind of a plan. It can't just be something you do. Hey, I'm fasting for 16 hours, I'm fasting for 18 hours, and now I can just have a free-for-all. So that brings me to the next part of this, is eating crap during the time you can eat. And I've been there, man. I mean, I think, well, I can eat cake, I can eat ice cream, I can eat cheese, I can do all these things. Well, that's not the case. You want to control that. If you want to lose weight from fasting, it's got to be a plan. Now, you can have a free day. Like I have a free day now scheduled on Saturday. But my problem with the free day is the free day turns into 3 days. And that's not what you want to do. So it should be a free meal. It should be planned. And I wouldn't do a lot of sugar or anything like that. You don't want to take and work really hard all week and then on Saturday screw it up. And I've done that many times. I haven't gained any more weight, but I haven't lost weight. And, so what I did is I went onto YouTube and I really started researching, what it takes to break a fast. And you'd be amazed on the amount of things that break a fast. So in review, you got to be consistent. You can't be inconsistent. Consistency creates success in anything you do. So if you're inconsistent with your fasting, maybe you say, well, I'm going to fast for 18 hours, and you fast for 16. Yeah, that's great. You fasted for 16 hours, but your plan was 18 hours. So you made a promise to yourself that you didn't keep. So say 16 hours. And I've changed mine to 16 hours because it's easier. And then I've changed to black coffee and water. I didn't know this. Medication. Some medications can break your fast. So know what's going to break your fast. So, if you get up in the morning and you take a medication that breaks your fast, you just screwed everything up. So if you're seriously going to fast, so again, be very consistent. And then again, know what's going to break your fast. A stick of gum, I didn't know that, but it breaks my fast. The pre-workout, which I was religious with, breaks my fast. BCAAs breaks my fast. So now I know what breaks my fast, and so I can make sure I don't eat that during that 16 hours, and then I'll probably increase it to 18 or 20 because it doesn't bother me not to eat. You know, it's those stupid things that I eat that, you know, the stick of gum or the BCAAs or pre-workout that really screw things up. And then when I have my eating window is eating crap. You know, you don't want to eliminate that. You know, sugar and cake and ice cream and cereal and all those things. Have that planned also. My wife and I have we start structuring a plan. Here's what we're going to eat. You know, we're going to eat at 1 o'clock. Here's what we're going to eat at 6 o'clock. And then that way we don't have to think about it and say, okay, well, I tell you what, let's just have that. Because then that screws everything up. So again, so if you're not losing weight because you're intermittent fasting and that's your plan to lose weight, change it up, man. Script it out. Know exactly the way it's going to look. Okay, you know, okay, here's what I want to lose with this, and here's the plan for doing it. Any outcome is preceded by a process. So the process has to be scripted. Hope this helps you guys. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. Tell me how you're fasting. Are you losing weight from fasting? If you're not, you may have some of the same problems I've had. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell notification on the side so you get notified of any future videos. Hey, share this with anybody else who might be able to use it. Hey, go out and make it an awesome day today, guys. Thank you.